Yo, you hear people say, oftentimes, stop the violence. We need peace. Stop the senseless crime. Stop the killing. Stop it, stop it, stop it. And you hear that. And I hear that. But there's like another side to that coin. And if you flip it, and it lands on the other side, it's not heads if it lands on tails. So why is heads arguing about what's happening on tails? See, once you move to head, you got to keep head where head is supposed to be, in head lane. But you have more heads screaming, yo, this is senseless. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to lock them all up. You got to put them down. Right? And while all this is said, everybody's saying there's not enough jobs out here. We need more jobs. Why these young youths doing this shit? We got to give them work. We got to give them work. We got to give them work. If they can have work, then they won't have time to do this. So there's a word right there, work. They got to get work so that they can be less crime or no crime, right? And if there was no crime, where would your judges, your police, your prosecutors, your wards that keep them housed in the prisons, where would all those jobs go? Huh? Let's talk real. Where would all those jobs go? That's paying so much money per year, per month, or whatever, however you got to pay. Where would those jobs go? No crime, no police, no judge, no courthouse, no prosecutors, no lawyers, no anything that's got to do with that. No? Boy, that's a drop in the economy all over the world. So when you guys are balling for crime prevention and crime reduction, do you really want it? Or is that just talk? On the other side, if you're not in that life, what do you know of that life? Huh? We talk. News comes to your ears early morning when you get up. X, Y, and Z got shot. X, Y, and Z is unalive. X, Y, and Z, he did this. He's locked up. And the first thing you run to is accusation, accusatory, and condemnation, and belittlement, and oh no, and oh. And you know nothing of what transpired, why that transpired. Not giving it no right or wrong life. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying every situation calls for that decision to be made in that decision, in that moment. And I'm speaking as being a person that has been... I've been shot numerous times. One time. The day I got shot, I didn't know it was coming. The lady that got murdered beside me, I didn't know her, much less even know she was going to be killed. The other lady that got shot 3 times in the mouth and 5 times in the stomach while pregnant with her child, I didn't know that was going to happen. Funny thing is, they knew it was possible to happen. I didn't. Because I didn't do nobody nothing. I wasn't in fear of nothing being done to me, or should there be nothing done to me. I didn't do nobody nothing. You understand? But I got touched up anyhow. Now I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you, I didn't. But some people find certain things to just condemn people. The narrative is, oh, he ain't no good because he did that. Or, no. Look, when you're in the life, there's a different code outside than there is inside church. Inside church, they say, yo, when plate come around, if you got something, drop it in there. Outside, it says, bruh, if we on something or we in something, just make sure I get mine. If we know that there's a mine involved in there and there's a yours in there, you got to make that straight. The consequences for playing in Gladiator Camp is a little different than when you're playing in Pop Warner. In Pop Warner, there is a referee. Stop, break it up, foul. In the Gladiator tank, you deal with everything that you put yourself in or what you get in. You gotta deal with it. If you get caught up and got to go to the pressure cooker, you gotta stay there. Don't point. Don't tell. And don't try. If you're not in the league of gladiators, then you're more than welcome to use the officials. That's what you pay them for. That's what your taxes are garnered for. They're there to protect, serve, and to help you combat anything that you cannot do for yourself. Gladiators now, that's a different thing. Everybody that's in that gladiator arena knows the ramifications and the possibilities just from entering the game. Everybody. And then they have the people that's supposed to come in thereafter when these people become a nuisance to those people. You see somebody from gladiator camp go mess with somebody from church camp, they supposed to get fucked up. They supposed to get dealt with. They supposed to get disciplined. They supposed to get their shit knocked off depending on what they did. But if it's to the rule-less situation where they have their own rules where there's no rules, except maybe one or two, they subscribe to that. What the heck am I going over here or you going over here busting your brains wondering what's going on outside, and outside is not where you are at. Outside is not even in your midst right now. What I'm saying, you probably sleep when X, Y, and Z is happening. And you get up in the morning and you mad as hell as if it was you that, you know, and you don't even know the violations that took place between whomever that was. And I'm not, hey, I'm in no way condoning or telling nobody to do, but I'm saying people have made choices all their lives. You know, if you go out in a boat and the hole come in that son bitch and it starts sinking, it's not solid land you're on, it's going down. You know that. So if you get on the boat, you kind of know if you ain't got no life jacket and you can't swim and it starts to sink, you're screwed. If you're on land, you know you got your 2 feet, you move somewhere. It's just a difference, you know. And when you know, you can't act like you don't know. They say ignorance is bliss, and it don't mean nothing in the court of law. Because you don't know what the law is don't mean that your ass don't catch a sentence. And you know who's sentencing you more times is the person that's not from gladiator school, gladiator world, or in the gladiator games. It's somebody that detests gladiators. And he's going to make an example of your gladiator ass when you come in front of him or her. You see, people with brains, they got a way of not rating, respecting, or even paying attention to people that they believe ain't got no brains. You see, based on your profession and where you are in your profession dictates whether or not you have brains to them. You understand? Yes, I mean, there's some astute people across from them. Some of us that come from wherever we come from that sit there and allow them to dictate to us who we are and who they believe we are before they render out these sentences. Yeah. They look and they see brains a lot of time. But they won't give credence to your smarts. Why? You're rogue. You're renegade. You don't follow a system. You got your own system. You are the system. You understand? And anybody that's their own system is not, they should be in the institution. They're not institutionalized. See, institutionalized means you run with this institutional frame of mind and what you do on a daily basis. That's the oppressors. They keep an institutional mind. They put us in the institution, though, so that somebody else can mine us while we are a minus. You understand? If you didn't catch that, rewind it, hear it again. So, just know that while they think and you sleep, you slip and fall. You understand? While they get you believing to use your brain, go in their brain, and forgetting where you are, that's the whole point. Sometimes you forget where you are. That's why they got some of them guys outside that they'll do wrong to others, but then something gets done to them, they run straight to the man. They forgot what they did. You see, gladiator camp don't allow you to forget what you did. A score is always being kept. And it's a funny part to the game. You know, if I don't know, you can piss on my back every day and tell me it's rain. But from I know you, hey, I chop that shit off. I ain't with that shit. You understand? From you know what the game is, you know how to deal with a cat different. It's the game. Even the Bible said it. Never befriend the fool, because he'll hurt you even when he's trying to help you. Go to your 48 laws. Go to your Sun Tzu's, the Art of Wars. All philosophers and all people that use their brain. Your brain, when you use this, is priceless. Even if you sit in a goat-smelling cell and they got you for 1,000,000 years, you can make them never know if you use this. If you're willing to use this to make all your plays manifest into something that gives you your greatest joy, this right here, you use it anywhere. You understand? Because when you're somewhere, he's there too. You understand? I'm only trying to say, yo, I know I said a whole lot, and I said all that to say this. Roll your lane. Know your lane. If you know your number, know your name. You understand? All right. You better understand.